Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Summer and I'm a waxaholic, and today I have the first part of my February empties to share with you guys. So I'm only going to do empties for this video because for the last week and a half I've been focusing on Second and Spruce, and so I haven't finished a lot from Second and Spruce, and so I felt like if I did an empties, then for the next empties there would probably be a lot of overlap. So I'm only going to do empties, and I hope that's okay. And I do have a few non-wax items to share with you, and I'll save those to the end. But if you want to see what I've gotten through so far in February, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's chat wax. Okay, you guys, so I didn't finish that many things, but I felt like, so far in February, I've gotten to melt so many different scents, and I've really been enjoying the focus on Second and Spruce. So thanks again to April Lee, the Wax Queen, for tagging me in the vendor-focused melting basket. That was so much fun, and I've really been loving warming through some of my stash, making some room, making a dent, and getting ready for the Second and Spruce pre-order. The one collection pre-order that Erica just did, because I got a little bit of everything. I really did okay though. I got a lot of scents. I think I got 21 different scents, which is pretty good for me because originally it was 33. And then I narrowed it down to mostly cake bites and mini loaves with a few tubs of ones that I just had to have. But I think I did pretty good. It was definitely an improvement from what I started out with. But anyway, let's go through my empties for the month. I will start with Scentsy. I only have one. I melted a bar of king cake, and I did that for Fat Tuesday just to be festive. And king cake, I'm sorry, I don't have the exact notes, but I will put them on the screen here if I can remember. But you guys, this is one of the best bakery bars that I have had from Scentsy in a really long time. This is just a sweet cakey bakery, and it's just really good. It kind of reminds me of caramel praline cake, I think is what it's called. But to me, this is a way better performer on warm. It's not almond, but I kind of get that vibe. It could be like a cousin of an almond croissant or that type of a scent. But this is really pretty. It's a really good performer, and I have it in my club. And I also got a few in my most recent party closeout. So love this, and will definitely keep it in my club for a while. Okay, next we'll go to vendor, and I got through a sample from Candles from the Keeping Room in one of my favorite scents from her, Blueberry White Cake. Carol's wax does really, really well for me. It's a paraffin wax, and so it's harder, and I warm it in my Scentsy warmer as well as Happy Wax, Julienne warmers, and it does really well in all of them. But I feel like you need a warmer that's going to get a little hotter, so 25 watt and above for Scentsy. But this scent is everything. It's a really strong performer, and I love her white cake on its own or any white cake blends that she does. And her white cake leans a little bit almond to me, and I love it. And this with the blueberry was just perfect. I have a couple more bags of this, and I just warm her wax very sparingly because she is closed now, and so what I have is all I'm going to get from her. So I'm trying to savor each piece of it when I warm it. Okay, next up from that Smell Good shop, this was sent to me from my friend Tara. So Tara, thank you so much. This is Brown Sugar and Fig. Brown Sugar, Fig, Orchid, and Sandalwood. I loved this. I did it in my open concept, and it did really well. It smells just like Brown Sugar and Fig from Bath & Body Works, which I really, really love. And yeah, I've really been into fig and plum, darker berry type of notes, and I really enjoyed this one. So Tara, thank you so much again. Would definitely repurchase this. So next up from Fantasy Wax Melt, I warmed the Dream House, strawberry bread, French baguette, and zucchini bread. And I did this in my open concept, and it did pretty well. Yeah, it's a really nice strawberry bread type of a scent. And yeah, it did a good like 4 to 6 hours, and it was pretty strong. So if she ever offered it again, I might repurchase it. I haven't been buying from Fantasy Wax for the last like few months because I have so much of it. Like I have, yeah, so much of it. And so I'm trying to warm through what I have before buying anything else. But I really enjoyed the Dream House. Then from 38 cents, I warmed through Cupcakes at Tiffany's, toffee, chocolate, buttercream, and fluffy vanilla cake. This was 2 little cupcake shapes. And this 38 cents does so well in my home. I've tried it in different rooms. I did this one in my office, and I really liked it. It was very buttercreamy, cakey. It says chocolate, but I didn't detect a whole ton of chocolate on warm. It was mostly just the rich buttercream, the vanilla cake, the toffee. It was just a very rich bakery, and I really loved it. I don't know if I would repurchase it. I would definitely repurchase Cupcakes at Tiffany's blends from 38 cents, but just on its own, probably not, but I did enjoy it. And then also from 38 cents, this was a little sample of Beach Diva. This came in my February like Valentine's pre-order, and it's warm chocolate, rich amber, and sensuous musk. I was really worried about the chocolate, but I wanted to try this. And I loved this so much. I did this in my bedroom and bathroom, and I couldn't remember what I put in there. So a couple hours after I started it, I walked into my bathroom and I was just like, oh my gosh, it smells so good in here. What is this? And I couldn't think of it. Finally came in here and I was like, oh yeah, it was this Beach Diva sample. Y'all, this smelled so good. I didn't get the chocolate like at all. If anything, it just added more of a depth and a creaminess to this blend. But I mostly got the amber and the musk. And this was kind of like, it says Beach Diva, and it was kind of beachy, but not like tropical beachy. It was like a fresh, musky, I don't know. It was really, really nice though. It's not really cologne-y. It's more of like aquatic fresh. And I don't even know how to explain that because there's not any aquatic notes in here. But this was so strong and it was really nice. And my husband really liked it as well. He commented on it. So if she brings this to like a spring or summer pre-order, I will definitely pick this up again. Really shocked me because of the scent notes. I was not expecting to like it as much as I did. Okay, and from Lavender Speckles, this doesn't have a label on it, but Beth so kindly gifted this to me when I met her last week, and it was to try out like her new formula for loaves. So I'm so excited, and I really hope she brings loaves to her shop because there are so many scents that I just adore from Lavender Speckles and would love to have in a larger size. So she kindly gifted me a really big chunk of a loaf in sugar cookie. I don't know if it was sugar cookie royale or just plain sugar cookies, but whatever it was, I tested it out in my bedroom first. It did so well in my bedroom. Then I tested it in my open concept, and it just performed. I mean, it was really strong for just sugar cookies only. It was such a strong performer. It was a really quick performer as well. Like I put it in and then 30 minutes later, it was just super fragrant. And I enjoyed every second of this and I loved it. And so her new formula gets a thumbs up from me. And I really hope she brings loaves to her next pre-order, maybe March or April, not really sure. But love the formula. It worked so well for me. And I'm super excited about being able to purchase loaves from Beth soon. And then also from Lavender and Speckles, I warmed bourbon pine cones, French bourbon blended with roasted pine cones. This was the little freebie that she gave everyone if you ordered a roasted pine cone sampler. And this blend is everything. I told Beth that like we need a roasted pine cone sampler round 2 with coastal pine cones, which I ordered in the February pre-order, and y'all, it is everything. And then with bourbon pine cones, and then I'm sure, Beth can work her magic and come up with some other blends. But this right here, I did in my office, loved every second of it. I definitely need more of this. It's amazing and a strong performer. You definitely get the pine cones and that bourbon, and it's just, they are a match made in heaven together. But also, if you didn't watch my Lavender and Speckles February pre-order haul, coastal pine cones is like every single thing. I'm obsessed with it. It's amazing. You all need to try it. It's beautiful. And Beth so kindly is going to put that on the March pre-order list. And I'm so thrilled because if she has loaves by then, I will definitely be picking up a loaf in Coastal Pine Cones because it's that good. Okay, back to the empties. So I have 2 empties here from my friend Anya, who is Wickless with Curly Q here on YouTube. From her, she is making wax melts now, and she's doing a heck of a job, if I do say so myself. She so kindly gifted me some wax to try out and to see how it works in my home. So of course, I'm warming through. She told me to give it, a certain amount of cure time. So I'm trying to give the wax what it needs and that time or more before I warm it, which has been really hard, but I've been doing it. And so I got through 2 of her melts. The first one is Winter Nights. She doesn't have the scent notes on here because it was like a sample size, but I think this is like Ice Vanilla Woods. I can't remember. What was this? It was just a really like earthy, woodsy. Maybe it's not Ice Vanilla Woods. I can't remember, but whatever it was, I was like obsessed with it. I remember when she brought it, I just could not stop smelling this one. And it was a really strong performer. I did it in my bedroom and just loved every second of it. I cannot wait until she opens, you guys. I think she's going to open this year at some point. So if you want to keep up with when she opens, you should definitely go to her YouTube and subscribe. Follow her on Instagram, all the things. And then next up, I finished Obsession. This is strawberry pound cake type. Rich, warm, fluffy vanilla pound cake, fresh sliced strawberries, and mounds of whipped cream. So this is just strawberry pound cake heaven. Oh my gosh. So I did this in my office, or I finished it. There were like 4 pieces, and I did the last 2 in my office this week. And y'all, this was a banger. So I put it in probably like 11 a.m. and then let it warm all day. And I forgot to turn off one warmer in my office. And then I came in the next morning to start when I worked from home, and it was still just like booming in here. It was strawberry pound cake heaven. So it was such a strong performer. So when she opens, I will definitely be picking up this. Thank you again to Anya for trusting me to test out some of her amazing wax. Okay, and then lastly from Second and Spruce, I have 2 clamshells. The first one is Almond Macaron. She offered this one in her most recent release, and I definitely picked up, I think, another cake bite of it. Every time I say cake bite, I think about the live and how we were just like talking about if we were curious about a scent, we should just get it in a cake bite. So anyway, sorry. Hope you watched that live. It was a lot of fun. But the notes for this one are almond, amaretto, vanilla, and sugar. And you guys, this one is so good if you like almond scents. It's a little bit cherry leaning, but not like medicinal or anything. It's just a really nice, sweet almond with a creamy vanilla and then the sugar just to give it more of a sweet vibe. But this is so good. It's such a strong performer. I've melted this everywhere. I think I bought 3 or 4 clamshells, done it in the open concept, bedroom, bathroom, office. It's just a banger. I feel like all of Erica's blends are. You just put it in the warmer and it is immediately super strong and just lasts forever. Her wax is just something special. And then the other clamshell I did is strawberry cream trees, strawberry pound cake, Christmas trees, buttercream, and mallow cream. This was such a good one. I really like strawberry with Christmas tree, and I love Christmas tree with bakery. So this is just like all 3 of those things together, and it was magical. It was such a strong performer. You really get the strawberry pound cake, you get the Christmas trees, and then you get the rich buttercream and mallow cream. Loved every second. I actually bought 2. I think I gifted one to a friend of mine, but I would definitely repurchase that if she brings it back. Next, I got through a shape bag in Clown and Coffee. This is from her Carnival sampler. Espresso, caramel apples, hints of cotton candy, and funnel cake. So this is kind of like a circus concession with espresso. And I don't really reach for like circus concession types of blends very often. And honestly, I don't really reach for a whole ton of coffee blends. I love to smell them. I think they smell great on cold, but I just don't reach for them when it comes to like choosing my wax for the day. I feel like if I melt a coffee scent, I don't want to warm it like all day long. Maggie and I were talking about this when I met Maggie. She's so sweet. But she was just like, yeah, I like coffee, but I only want to warm it in the morning. And I'm like, yeah, me too. And it has to be like a specific morning. I don't really reach for coffee in the summertime when it's like 100 degrees when I wake up. Like I want coffee on like a cool fall, winter morning, even sometimes spring morning. And then around lunchtime, I don't really want to smell coffee anymore. But you guys, this scent right here, I warmed it 2 different times, I think, in my office both times. It was so good. You really get all of those other notes. Erica's espresso is so good and strong, but you really get the caramel apple, the cotton candy, and then that funnel cake, like that doughy funnel cake note. And this was a boomer. This was so good, and I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I would definitely repurchase it. And then lastly, from Second and Spruce was a mini loaf in Dark Nights. The scent notes are Palo Santo, Mallow Fireside, Vanilla Bean Mallow, and Blackberry. I'm so glad that I have another mini loaf of this because I literally, like, I melted this the first time and I wanted to warm it like every single day. Her blackberry is so incredible. And then mixed with the Palo Santo, the Mallow Fireside, that creamy, kind of smoky, woodsy vibe. It was like a blackberry body care. It was so incredible. This is so amazing. And yes, I would definitely repurchase it. Glad I think I have one more mini loaf. And I hope she brings this back to a pre-order this year because y'all, it is just so good. I know Chris, Dazzling Scents with Chris, really loves this one. And I can see why. It's just amazing. I warmed another of Erica's blackberry. It was blackberry cashmere cookies. And I want to say Susan told me it was one of her favorites. And y'all, I have like a snap bar of that, and I did like half of it, and I refuse to warm that until I get another one because it's probably my favorite blackberry scent ever. It's amazing. So if you haven't tried that one, highly recommend. Okay, and then I have a few just like random empties. The first thing here is from Bath and Body Works. This is a body wash in sandalwood eucalyptus. And it says, drift off to a state of peaceful bliss with this sandalwood and eucalyptus essential oil blend inspired by a soothing ocean breeze. And yeah, this actually smells like super good. I love sandalwood, and the eucalyptus is not like super harsh. It's just very smooth and refreshing. And it does smell a little aquatic, like an ocean-esque type of blend. I loved every second. My husband and I both used this, and we both loved it. Would definitely repurchase it if they still offer it. I don't go in Bath and Body Works stores that often, and I try to like stay off of the website. But they get rid of blends like just as fast as Scentsy, I feel like. And so I don't even know if this is still offered, but I really liked it. And then I have the shampoo from Alterna. It's the Caviar Anti-Aging Replenishing Moisturizing Shampoo. I still have the conditioner, and I went ahead and put another shampoo in my shower. So I use like 2 or 3 shampoos at once to kind of mix it up so my hair doesn't get like adjusted to just one. And so I really love this one. I've been using it for years, and especially in the winter, I feel like it gives my hair a lot of moisture and it's not so dry where I can like start a fire if it rubs together. And so I really love this. It's always been a repurchase. I normally get this in the Nordstrom anniversary sale because they have the 2 of these together for like a really good price. So these last forever for me. So I normally just pick up another one in the Nordstrom anniversary sale every July, August, and it will last me until the next year. And then lastly, I had a few of these, or I got through a few of these, but I only just kept one. But this is a sheet mask from Innisfree. This is one of my favorites. Innisfree is a K-beauty brand, and this is the Jeju Root Energy Mask. And brightening and firming, it has a hyaluronic acid complex. And I love sheet mask. I try to do one every single week. So if you don't know what a sheet mask is, it's like it comes in one of these, you rip it open, and then you take the mask out, unfold it, and just lay it completely. It has like eye holes, a nose hole, and a mouth hole, and you just lay it over your face. And it says you can do it for like 15 to 20 minutes. I usually put one on and come and chop wax, or read a book, take a bath, I'll leave it on until it's completely dried out. Sometimes if I fall asleep, I will just leave it on for like hours, as long as I can stand it. And then when it's completely dry, I just take it off, pat the essence into my face. And then it just really, if your skin's really dry, if you're preparing for an event, if you just want to pamper yourself, it's great to do these sheet masks. Here's a tip for you guys. After you use the mask and throw it away, there's still like a bunch of essence left in here. And so I will save this. And then like when I'm doing my skincare the next morning or the next night, I will squeeze some of this out for like my third step, which is essence, and just pat it onto my skin instead of my normal essence, because this is so like concentrated and it just gives your skin so much moisture and it feels so incredible. I do not waste this. This is like liquid gold. So however much I can squeeze out of here, I will keep this until it's completely gone, just because I don't want to waste it. So don't ever throw this away. Just save it and squeeze out as much as you can. So anyway, that is my last empty for this video. So thank you guys so very much for watching. Please let me know down below what some of your favorites were that you warmed through this week, what you're focusing on, or if you're doing a specific vendor like Second and Spruce, if you're doing certain scents, or whatever it is you're focusing on, please let me know in the description box down below. Love reading your comments and interacting with you all and seeing what you're warming. It's a lot of fun for me. So as always, thank you guys so very much for watching. I really appreciate all of your support on my channel. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out my channel so much, and I really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day, week, or weekend, and I'll see you all on my next video very soon. Bye.